Okay, Sistas fans. Now, originally, I planned on doing the video where I kind of, reenact characters and break down the scene between Danni and Preston in episode 1 of season 4. After Preston caught Danni and El Fuego together, and, Danni just gave a she gave a speech as long as a CVS receipt, going down every single negative transaction, if you will, of what Preston has done wrong since they've known each other. And to me, this felt so out of touch to the situation at hand that she completely neglected how she made Preston feel, because he literally caught her with another man for the second time, mind you. The second time at her apartment. That's not to say there isn't some truth behind what Danni was saying, but it's the beginning of season 4, and she's bringing up stuff from the beginning of season 2, even late season 1 to an extent. And like Preston said, I've already apologized for all those things, and I thought we've moved past it. And when he's the one who's trying to bring up what's actually going on, let's talk about you having another dude in here. She wants to flip the script and go back to something. I'm a guy, so I don't want to sound like, I'm being insensitive or sexist here, but it's just like those comedians and all say, when you're in a debate or argument with a woman, she'll bring up something from 20 years ago, which is completely unrelated to the situation that you're mad at her about now. I mean, the fact that, yes, look, I'm not saying Preston is perfect. From what I can tell, I just feel like he's a guy who's trying to do better. He's trying to understand this unreasonable woman. I'm not even going to say crazy, but this unreasonable woman, Danni, he's been above and beyond patient with her. And she's throwing shade and blaming him for things that she made the choice to do. She was the one that allowed him to live with her, but then kicked him out even after he paid 3 months rent in advance. She's the one who decided to hook up with that dude at the club, the booty licker, or was it the toe sucker, or both, and then El Fuego. That was her. We don't know the true situation between Preston and Alice. It's yet to be seen. Well, it could be up in the air. Is something really going on there? Or are they really just, good friends? Or what? I don't know. But based on what we've seen of Preston at the ending of this recent episode, apparently he met Tanya. That's the name of the girl he's picking up from Karen's salon, a couple days ago at a gas station. And it seemed like at best they just exchanged numbers. Because saying that, hey, I forgot his name, shows that this really is just the first date they're going on. This is their first interaction outside of that random run-in at the gas station. So what I'm thinking here is that they're trying to make it where, Danny's going to be upset because a couple days ago, that's funny because earlier today is when you caught me with El Fuego. But it's like, heifer, this... meeting someone random, and keep in mind, Preston and Danni are not dating. Last season, Preston sat her down and was like, look, we're going to talk this out. If we don't have a lot in common at all, then we should just cut ties together. But if we at least have enough in common to, I guess you could say, engage in some form of a prequel relationship, I guess you could say, we need to have enough in common to be fuck buddies. I guess that's the best way to say it. But given the fact that Danni continues to act hot and cold, Preston's like, I ain't sitting here for this bullshit. So he met Tanya. Now, I feel like it's a situation where, let's say the El Fuego thing didn't happen, or at the very least, Preston didn't know about it. And him and Danni saw each other every other day or whatever their schedule is. And then Preston went on a date with Tanya in between that. I could kind of see why there would be some okay, Preston, what's going on? I thought you and Danni had a thing. But then at the same time, Danny's actions have definitely been severely worse than what Preston has done. And the thing about it is, Danni has never really apologized for any of it. Anytime that she's like, you know what? You're mad, Preston. You just walk around with your white privilege and you're used to getting by. But here you go. You're not used to somebody calling you out on your bullshit. Danni, no, you're the one who's not used to somebody calling you out on your bullshit and you addressing it when they call you out for it. Look at season 1. She was pissed off at the entire Sistas group when I think Zach was the one that revealed that Karen and them talking behind her back about, you know what, she's never paying the bills. She's always leeching off of people, telling everybody's business. But then when she's forced to look at herself as, wow, is that what they really think of me? She gets pissed off. She doesn't have a mature conversation with the women. She just acts pissy. So the same thing is done here when it comes to Preston calling her, well, not calling her out, but I literally caught you. Like, sure, I didn't come because I didn't call because I lost my phone. But then again, it's like, he must have got another phone since him and Tanya were texting, you know. But it's just one of those things where it just doesn't make sense to me. Like Danni coming over there and acting like she has the right to know, oh, you're going on a date? Where you going? None of your damn business. And the thing about it is, there's another character. I mean, Tanya is a recurring character in season 4. But then I think one of the new characters I saw in the character listing is named Kelly. And she's another character, open ethnicity. She doesn't have to be black. She could. Once we meet this character, you know, she's not black. It's like, oh, okay, open ethnicity. This is a character who is on a date with Preston, and Danni actually interrupts it. So here we go with Danni pretty much pulling a damn, well, not just a Hayden, but a Mike from Bruh, a Karen, basically just coming around. Danni, you're the one who screwed this up. Like, why are you acting this way? I mean, you're the one who broke things off with El Fuego the same day. You know what? No, we were just having fun. Well, go on and have your fun, Danni. Keep seeing these random people have sex. Preston's trying to move on. Leave him be. Now, yeah, like I said, I know some people might say, well, Jeremy, you know, he and Tanya met and exchanged numbers. I think there's a difference between just meeting somebody and exchanging numbers when you know your current situation with somebody isn't going well versus smashing someone and then acting hurt when you get caught the next day. Danni was completely in the wrong, bringing up the whole handcuff thing. Danni, you're the one who handcuffed Preston first, and then he did the whole thing, and then the whole gal thing, he, to me, honestly didn't know about it, and he apologized for it a lot, and yet you're still bringing stuff up. So I feel like, if nothing else, Danni is the kind of person who keeps scores. Like, you know, hey, you know what? You caught me with El Fuego, but let me go down the list of 50 things you did wrong, Preston. But guess what? None of those scenarios involved him with another woman. So that's all I got to say. I think Danni's tripping. She needed to sit down somewhere. I mean, she was right to call out Karen for being messy. But then you going to the salon pretty much shows that you're messy as hell yourself. And you have no right to be mad at Preston seeing who he wants to see. But let me know, do you think Preston's going to ruin the date with Tanya before it even happens? We know that she eventually leaves the salon because she goes over to Sabrina's place, but I just wish she would sit down somewhere. She has nothing to gain from this aside from humiliating herself and ruining Preston from trying to move on. Because if I were Preston, I wouldn't want a damn thing to do with her. It's like, if you're going to act this way, this just shows that it's a good thing we didn't work out after all. So yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I look forward to this. Trust and believe, I look forward to this. So, I'm literally trying to think if there was anything else, but yeah, I think that's it. Alright guys, thanks so much for tuning in. Hit the thumbs up button to show you like the video. Hit subscribe as we move closer to 200,000 subscribers. Hit the bell icon and select all. That way you don't miss out when I post content on the channel. Follow me on social media. Links are in the description below. And if you would like to donate to the channel, feel free to do so on PayPal or Cash App.